the same boat now, and we need each other, and we got because they don't need me on the panel, but let me just say, I want you to support our revolution. Senator Sanders is not running our revolution. The board is running that board is running the revolution. I want you to know that. But I was just with the senator on Thursday. I was with him in D.C. for about an hour and a half. Woo! Me and Roseanne tomorrow.
Yeah. Woo!
I was just telling Dr. Sanders, the senator is just as committed as he ever was. And if a 70-year-old man, 74, now 75-year-old man, can step up to the plate, there are no excuses for the rest of us. One day, when the secretary said before, I might just run for president. That age ain't nothing but a number, baby. Elders in the room. Age ain't nothing but a number. I can't tell how many people I met on the campaign trail made it at 80. I think she was 84 years old. She was at the Working Families Party event, and she came over to me. She said, "I just ran for council for the first time." And Senator Bernie Sanders. The elders are taking over, baby. But we need our millennials, baby. We love you too. But everything tastes a little better with seasoning. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, so three things. Number one, I believe the creator of this universe has given us two hands, one to reach forward and one to reach back. Lifting as we climb, we are our sisters and our brothers' keepers. We can't do it without our sisters and our brothers. I want to tell you something. I came from a poor family, a working poor family. My mother died at the age of 42 years old. I was 22 years old. My baby sister was 12. I'm the oldest of 7 children. My mother had an aneurysm burst in her brain. She was there that morning, gone that night in a coma. And one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my life is how to bury my mother. So I understand what safety net means. I understand what it means to be a cycle breaker, because I am that. There were days that my family would not be able to eat without a safety net. So when I hear folks who run for office, who live in all high and mighty, but they don't have compassion and empathy for their fellow human beings, we don't need those kind of folks in the elected office.
Right.
I know what it's like to be hungry. I get it. So two hands, one to reach forward and one to reach back. People don't want to be poor. Nobody says that when they grow up they want to be poor. Nobody aspires to be poor. Life happens to people. And how dare we look down our noses on anybody? Yes, there are outliers everywhere, but in the white collar class there are outliers as well. Greed, baby. Greed.
Yep.
Not wealth, but greed.
Yep.
That the 1% control it all. And it's wrong. So two hands, one to reach forward and one to reach back. Number two, and most importantly, our sisters and brothers, we can't ask other folks to do more for us than we are willing to do for ourselves. We got to get in this fight. We got to get in this fight. We got to stay in this fight. Whatever you can put your hands to do, you do it. You see, titles are good, but purpose is better.
Yes. Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of folks with titles that get the room, they don't know what to do because they don't understand their purpose. Titles are good, but purpose is better.
Woo-hoo!
Lastly, the words of my grandmother. Y'all know my 3-bone story, the wishbone, the jawbone, and the backbone.
Yes.
That's what we need. My grandmother was born in 1913. She only had a 3rd-grade education. She couldn't read or write, but she could count her money.
Okay.
Sister, she kept her money in the Southern Ladies Banking Trust. When I asked my grandmother, what does it take to be successful in life? She said, all you need are the 3 bones, the wishbone, the jawbone, and the backbone. She said the wishbone will keep you hoping and praying. Hope is the motivator, but the dream is the drive. The jawbone will give you courage to speak truth, the power to lift your voice. But as Larry Cohen, the chairman of our board, says, you can talk, but we need some people who gonna walk. We need some people who gonna put some sweat equity on this thing.
That's right.
But Grandma said the most important bone of them all, the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious bone, is the backbone.
Yes.
The backbone will keep you standing through all of your trials and your tribulations. And in this life, we gonna go through some stuff, but you can't have a testimony without a test. And we are being tested about whether or not we got courage enough, perseverance enough, endurance enough, stick to it is enough to do the right thing, even in the face of struggle and pain. We are awake now in a way that we would never have been. This is our opportunity, not only to transform the Democratic Party, but to transform the state of California, to transform the state of Ohio, to transform many states, but to transform a nation and a world. And when the millennial generation writes about what was done, I hope that they are able to say that the boomers and Generation X did the daggone thing in the face of adversity. And when the generation after the millennials are ready to write the story, I know that they're going to write a story about a bold millennial generation that was ready, that understood what it means to be authentic.